Hello, this is a free call from an offender at the Chillicothe Correctional Center.
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hey,
The interview went good.
it did.
Yes.
Well, I saw you called earlier, but it hung up right away.
That's probably because I was going to canteen or something.
Oh, I figured. I was like, oh, they probably called her for town or something.
Yeah, they had called for canteen because I missed the first call for it, but I was back by 3 o'clock to get it again.
Okay, I have a bunch of things that I need you to do.
Okay.
We have been looking through all the medical records.
Mhm.
Like last night, I had a breakdown.
Oh.
Like after Francesca and all that. Well, they back to get, they didn't leave till after midnight.
Okay.
They back here today.
Mhm.
We need you to call Mercy Hospital,
Okay.
St. John's Clinic, Children,
Oh, what?
and Tulane Neuroscience Center. And I have the list of their names, the doctors, and you need to request your medical records
Okay.
and send them here
Okay.
because we don't have those.
I don't know if they would accept the call from a prison.
Oh, that's true.
So I'm
Is there any way? I didn't think about that. We have to figure out a way to put me or Dad to have permission to get your records. So
okay. I would need a form that.
right, I could get. I'll get that.
Okay.
You know,
Is
I got the letter from Nick today that you sent me.
Mhm.
So I'll get what you need,
Okay.
and I'll send that to you.
Okay. Because what I did was Erin did that for me for HBO, and
Right.
she had sent me the form, and I had signed it and said I accept the release or whatever. And I think she already had filled it out to whom and all I had to do was sign. And that's how she got the record.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna ask Erin how she got, like where she got the paper from.
Yeah, 'cause she had sent me one. I think it was from Mercy
Okay.
Hospital, and it was a release of medical records form.
If you wanted me to order a chili list, a Coke.
No, I bought Coke.
Okay, good. I put on.
Wait, hold on one second, baby.
I put on this dessert thing called a cookie brownie thing. It's really awesome.
Okay, that's fine.
So it shouldn't come to any. I don't think it would come more than $34.
I'm not worried.
Okay, I just wanted to let you know.
Okay. Yeah. Right. They ordered pizza. I was like, here's my card, order pizza. Okay, there's another question I wanted to ask you. Last time y'all went to Disney, your mom was telling a lady that you were 12 years old.
Really? Well,
Yeah.
I believe
The lady reached out to, I don't know if it was Megan might have been Megan,
Okay.
and was like reintroducing you as 12 years old again.
Huh.
So they had wanted to know if you knew that, and I'm like,
No,
I
I
don't think so.
don't know that. Huh. That's, I mean, I don't doubt it.
Right, but like Megan was wondering, like, was she planning on moving and starting you over as 12 years old again?
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I know Mom had considered moving after I ran away, and she wanted to start fresh.
Okay.
And
Start
but
fresh and start with more lives.
probably, yeah.
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 Okay.
Yeah.
So, how did you like Amy?
She was very nice. And you were right, yeah. What's his name? Joseph?
Joseph?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's so gay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, they're so
Where he
sweet.
flies his hands in the air and, you know.
Yeah, they're all so sweet. And it was like the only awkward thing was like whenever they had access to walk around the little gated area that you can go sit outside. And talk, and film us doing that. That was a little weird, but I did it.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of like changes it up a little bit.
Right. Now, they asked some hard questions, and she was like, I'm so sorry I have to ask this, but it's on the list
Right.
of questions, and I pushed through it all.
Good. I'm so proud of you.
I did mention the petition. I worked it in whenever she had mentioned a bunch of supporters. And
Cool.
I had told her that I'm so grateful that they are, they have so many people that support me and love me. And I had said my dad actually started a petition, and I mentioned it and what it's called and everything, how to get to it, and to try to get me out sooner, so I worked it in there.
Right. Girl, that's my girl.
Yeah, and I think the only question that I was like, I knew that I was going to be asked, but I wasn't ready for it at the same time because I couldn't come up with an answer that didn't contradict itself. And it was that, do I feel like I should be in prison? And I said I did, because I said I did a bad thing and I made a mistake, and there are consequences to that.
Right. And, they've asked us that too, and we were like, she knows she has to pay for what she's done.
Right.
Mhm. So you did good. I know, think it was today that Jenner was going to talk to Nana.
Oh, really?
And, what's her name? The other one that went seeing?
Miss Laura?
Yeah, both of them.
Okay, good. It was crazy. Like, Jenner had wanted to come, but she's on my visiting list, so they wouldn't allow her to.
Why?
Because she's on my visiting list, and I guess you can't be on someone's visiting list if you're going to interview them.
Oh.
I'm like, that's...
You learn something new every day.
I know. So I was like, oh, well, tell her I said hi, of course. And...
Right.
Well,
at least you got to meet Amy.
Right.
I mean, you got to watch us on Good Morning America with her.
Mhm. Yeah, and she looks familiar, and I'm like, I was thinking in the back
She's
of my mind,
beautiful.
if she was the one that interviewed y'all, because I'm like, I can't quite remember that perfectly well, but I'm like,
right. In fact, they called me. They called me last night, her and Joe, and I spoke with her, and I was like telling her, how we appreciate, her going above and beyond, and and helping, with this story, and and I said, I told him, I said, she's probably, might be a little shy at first, I said, but I said, she's not that little fragile girl anymore. I said, just her personality just radiates.
I had told,
And
who is the name of the cameraman?
oh, crap.
Or whatever his name was. I'm like, because they had to get a shot of me looking out at the field.
Was it Scott?
I think it could have been. He has red hair.
No, that's a different. They must have got somebody else.
Okay. Well, he was nice anyway. And I was like, don't get my big nose. And it was so funny because I was explaining how I had chores. And
right.
one of the chores was taking out the trash. And she was like, in the wheelchair? And I'm like, yeah, I just grabbed the trash can. And I was like, beep, beep, beep.
Right.
And I'm like, oh, God, don't put that in there.
Yeah, they'll edit some stuff out.
Yeah,
You know.
I was like, oh,
sometimes when you tell them, sometimes when you say don't put that in there, they normally don't put it in there. You know.
Yeah. But I was comfortable.
Yeah, they, like I said, all of them that we've been with so far are just so laid back. Like Francesca and Aria stayed here. Like they came Tuesday, they came yesterday. They stayed till midnight, and then they are here again today.
Oh, nice.
And the minute they got here, they got in their pajamas. They were getting comfortable.
Get comfy.
Yeah.
I'm in my pajamas. I took a shower, got rid of all the makeup, and now taking.
Yeah, well. Yeah, I had to go run errands. Like when they got here, I was like, okay, I gotta go to Petrie's, pick up me a birth control pills. I gotta go go to the store real quick. I said, y'all do what y'all gotta do, you know. So I left for about like 45 minutes, and they're very like laid back, and Aria is 21, about to be 22. And the first day, like, she really got on Dad's nerves. Because when he's trying to talk to Francesca, she calls herself Fancy, too. But I call her Francesca. Because
This call is from a correctional facility and may be monitored and recorded.
Does she have an accent?
When she was asking Dad a question, then and he's answering that, and then she's asking a question while he's answering, and he finally told her, he's like, I'm talking here. Let me finish talking to you, and her mom told her, like, when they left, she's like, look, they are trying to explain things to me, and you can't ask a question when he's answering a question.
Right.
So she's been chilled since then.
Cool.
Cool. And then that durable power of attorney thing that your mom had made you sign to be incompetent, there's not even a notary seal on there.
No?
That's just a wasted paper.
Wow.
And I was like, well, if it was wasted, then why Mike had so much trouble? That was my question. Like, well, why the hell he had so much trouble? And I don't know. Girl, then we realized that your mom gave a fake social security number for her.
What?
Yeah. And I don't know if it's Emma's. Like, all the numbers were right except for the last two.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. And
how does someone even do
so
that? Aren't they tracked by the government?
More than one doctor claims that there was something wrong with your mom, that she had Munchausen by proxy.
More than one?
More than one freaking doctor, girl.
Oh, my God.
I was flipping the fuck out.
Wow. Now, you see, Amy had asked me, am I angry at the doctors for doing surgeries and everything that didn't need it to happen. And I said, I do get angry sometimes. I try not to.
Right.
But I want to understand more and understand
Right.
how something like that could happen. So until I understand that, I'm still going to be a bit angry about it.
Yeah, I mean, I would too.
Mhm.
I mean, like in some of the medical records, it's like it says what you're getting tested for, and it says the result abnormal, and then in the note it says normal. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh my god. This is insane.
It's like, and Dr. Steele and Dr. Beckerman, those are the ones that like have a red flag.
Mhm.
How could Dr. Beckerman, do all these tests on you, knew that when you did the reflex test, or that you had sensation, and just went along with it.
I think that he
With
had
what
a crush
Tom
on
had to
Mom.
say.
That's
Yeah,
bad.
but still, to torture you, she should have went and said there was something wrong with her.
Mhm.
You know?
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
don't know, girl.
Wow.
I did a lot of praying, like God just, because I was getting mad at her all over again.
Mhm.
And I was like, God, you need to take it away. I don't even want the anger because she doesn't deserve it. She doesn't deserve my energy.
No. Not at all.
And then when Francesca and I got here today, and we were like talking 2 minutes, and I just start crying, and I'm like, she didn't need to go through none of that. Like it's there in black and white. The doctor's saying it's abnormal. Then in the note, it's saying it's freaking normal. She's fine.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's like, why put something on a test that says it's normal, but then, oh, it's normal? That makes no sense.
Right. And she came give me a big hug, and
Well, at least she's sweet, and
oh, she's so sweet.
sensitive to the situation.
Yeah, she's like very down to earth, very down to earth. I mean, she doesn't. I mean, even though she's from LA and she's living in Kentucky, and stuff, and she's been in a few episodes of Boy Meets World.
Really?
Yeah.
The original
she was like
Girl Meets World?
Boy Meets World, the original.
I love
with
that
Topanga.
show. Yeah, I love that show.
I was like, well, how old were you? But what were the ages you were playing? And she was like, I was 21. But in the show, because she was in it for 2 years, she was 14, 15, 16.
Oh, wow. That's so cool.
So, yeah.
I don't know what character she played. I probably may have seen it. We
Yeah,
always watch that show.
I came outside because it's kind of noisy in there.
Okay.
And
did they do the whole lighting and big old freaking lights and stuff with y'all too?
For the documentary, yeah.
No, for 2020.
Yeah.
Okay. Because they did the lights.
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of natural light that comes in the house because the windows and where they were filming us, so they didn't really need too much lighting because there was a lot of natural light. But but for freaking the documentary,
they turned off all the lights in the visiting room, and I find out that they do the interviews in the visiting room, and I believe we were at the table that y'all had came to see me once, and y'all sat at that table, so. But
yeah, that was the first visit.
Yeah. But it was all
at table 18 or 19?
probably, yeah.
Because the last one we were table 22.
Yeah, it was more towards the where I come in at.
Right.
Mhm.
Right. I did tell Dad to put money on your phone.
Okay, thanks.
He didn't say if he could or if he couldn't, they offshore, but
Yeah.
I know he normally can when he's offshore,
Right. Yeah.
because we have unlimited data, so he doesn't need to really be on Wi-Fi to do that.
Oh, cool. Yeah, forget cell phones could do that.
Yeah. Or he'll bring his laptop upstairs, and just connect to the Wi-Fi and do that.
Okay, cool.
So.
Not much else has happened. I got a good night's rest last night. I was zonked. I took a 4-hour nap after work.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't wake up till count time at 10 o'clock, and then I went back to bed.
Okay. I don't blame you.
Mhm.
I don't blame you. Yeah, and Sophia sent me a message
Yeah, I was like,
oh,
damn, I forgot to call last night.
She must be busy, but then she said, I'm glad she didn't call because I wasn't feeling good.
Oh, okay.
And I just said, okay.
My mind was so stuck on the interview today and being nervous that it
Right.
fine. So I'm like, and then I had realized at 9 o'clock this morning I didn't call her. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. Now Ken's going tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow morning.
Okay.
Yeah. I think he left on the 13th, so he left yesterday. His flight left, and I think right now he's.
Oh, he flew?
Yeah, he flew.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's in the Kansas City area right now with his stepdad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he's going to leave from his stepdad's house probably at about 6 a.m. or whatever. He wants to get here early and then just drive up here for the visit at 9:30.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I'll let you know how that goes.
Yeah, I'm wondering how that's going to go.
I think it'll go great. I'm a lot calmer now.
I just don't want Robert to feel jealous.
Well, I told him not to.
Yeah. Yeah, he shouldn't now.
No. I mean, I told him about the visit. I told him me and Ken are just friends, and so it's all cool.
Right. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. And anyway, I had just had 2 chicken enchiladas. Susie cooked some chicken enchiladas. I'm stuffed. I just burped like a man not too long ago. It was amazing. I didn't know that could come out of my body.
Yeah.
So I'll probably take a nap or something.
Nothing wrong with that. Take a nap.
Mhm. Okay.
You know.
I love you, and
I love you.
try to sign those forms for me, and I'll sign them and release the medical forms for you.
Yeah, and just send them here.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Okay, I love you, and I'm gonna send Aaron a text when we hang up.
Okay. Love you. Talk to you soon.
All right. Love you too, baby.
Bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
The caller has hung up.